you're not my competition. I was like, you can look like I've got someone who looks exactly like me.
We're fellow LAMDA alums.
Gonna leave you out, Mel. Jenna Jones.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's his name.
Dr. Henry Walter, yeah.
Think of your brain, Mel. You can't be like, oh, because I cut my hair this short.
That's what sibling rivalry competition starts looking like.
It took everything in me to be happy for people. Amazing. Thank you so much, Mel and Lucy, for coming onto the show. Viewers watching, yes, they're twins.
Correct.
You're not seeing double vision. They are twins. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
In our swanky swank establishment.
So swanky swank.
It's so swanky
We
swank.
both were shocked when we said, wow, both of the same thing. Cool. This place is cool.
Yeah.
And we came in separately and we both said it. I don't know if that's because we're twins or this is just really, really cool.
No, everybody has said the same thing. It is cool. I thought you were talking about the temperature, but
I know
you're
you were.
actually talking about
You're like, yeah, it's cool, we're going to turn it off. And I was like, no.
the room
You
is
need
cool.
this on this thing. This is a fake fireplace.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need that on. That's what we need.
But yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate being in the space, the M Restaurant in Bank City, and having both of you come and join us. We're fellow LAMDA alums.
Gonna leave you out, Mel.
And what's Mel?
Went to Royal Welsh.
Royal Welsh. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. No. I think anyone that graduates from drama school is just, it's an experience.
Yeah.
It takes so long to get there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Although some people get in first year and that's amazing.
Yeah.
But me and Mel both auditioned for 3 years.
Really?
Well, actually, Mel actually only auditioned for 2 years and then got into a drama school but wasn't able to go.
Yeah.
And then she got into Royal Welsh and I got into LAMDA in the same year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was on the waiting list for LAMDA as well.
I suppose you got into foundation the year before, didn't you? But the foundations are, I don't know if you ever
You have to
did
pay
one.
for them.
They're like so expensive.
Really?
They're like 9K, like Guildhall's like 9K.
For foundation course?
Yeah.
Mad. No, I wouldn't do that.
No, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, but
It's not a whole year. Yeah.
What?
Absolutely right.
We have a third participant in the...
Angel, do you want to put on a mic?
Before we go into like the questions and the theme, so the theme for today's show is competition among actors, which Lucy, you presented to me because it's like something that you really feel passionate about talking about. And I think it'll be great to know it also from the perspective of siblings, because that's like another level that's another layer. But before we get into the fun stuff, we're going to do the fun stuff. So it's a game.
Oh, okay.
And it's a competition. So.
Okay.
So get your competition boots on. I know we're talking about competition, but anyway. So the instructions are, you have to guess the movie based on the character's name.
Okay.
All right. Some of them are super easy. Some of them are like super easy.
I'm so bad with names though. Like I know I'm bad. Like,
but I've tried to make them quite universal.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah, you ready for it?
Yeah, it's gonna be like Cinderella, isn't it? Like, and is that the first one? It's Cinderella.
Okay, are you ready? You got your agua.
Agua.
All right. So first one, Bruce Wayne.
Armageddon.
I don't know. I'm embarrassed. I don't know.
Friends, the episode in Friends. When he cries. I've got 2 emails so far, even though it's not a movie.
So we're doing Bruce Wayne the actor?
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne is the character name.
Oh,
the character
the character name?
Yeah.
That's not what I
I don't know.
Okay.
Obviously, Batman.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, that's
Sorry.
1 point. That's 1 point
Thanks.
to Lucy. Okay. This one, I didn't know that this was his name.
Okay.
Dr. Henry Walton.
Is it X-Men?
Sherlock.
Henry Walton.
Dr. Henry Walton.
Henry Walton. I'm
We had Mr. Walton at me and Mel's school.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
I'll give you
him.
the last
school.
name. That's his middle name.
Okay.
Dr. Henry Walton Jones.
Oh, Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's his name.
Dr. Henry Walton, yeah.
Think of your brain, Mel.
Thank
You can tag Angel in if you can't.
I wish you should.
She's also in the podcast.
Okay, this one, I won't say it the way it's said, but okay. Vito Corleone. Vito Corleone.
Vito Corleone.
It's a ratatouille or something.
It
Corleone.
sounds Italiano.
Mm-hmm.
Famous Italian films.
I don't know.
Is The Godfather Italian?
Godfather. This is 3-0 so far.
I knew, but I can't.
I guess, can I just say what this is suggesting? A LAMDA training. Where it's at. Might know stuff a bit more.
If you give me their faces, pictures, I would.
Yeah, okay. All right, next one. This one's kind of hard. Oh, wait.
Say it directly
Ethan
to me.
Hunt.
Yeah, don't even.
Oh,
you're
Good
not
Will
even
Hunting.
looking at
Good
me.
Will Hunting?
No.
Oh, that was
Oh,
good. Guess
yeah, that was good. I don't know.
Forfeit.
You can,
Fantastic Four. Let's go for or The Office.
Mission Impossible.
Oh, yeah, no, I wouldn't have known. wouldn't have known any of this
Okay,
stuff.
cool. All right, this is an easy one.
Mhm.
Neo.
What, Nemo?
Neo.
Finding Nemo, yeah?
Neo. Neo. Neo.
it's meant to be an easy one.
Yeah, Neo.
Neo? I don't know. I'm really sorry, Ryan.
No?
Simpsons?
You can give us a clue if you want.
Okay. Wears glasses, dresses in all black.
I don't know why, but I thought.
Oh, is it like, I know, Men in Black or something?
Close.
Bodyguard?
Blade Runner?
Oh,
Oh, Matrix.
yeah. There you go. Katniss Everdeen.
Yeah, Hunger Games.
Hunger Games. Flip.
Okay, last one. Johnny Castle. This is an oldie.
Boy, it's going to
Think
be like,
musical.
Oh.
Musical. Oh,
Not musical, but it's like a lot of dancing in it.
not musical.
It's not a musical.
So that clue
But
meant
there's
nothing.
like music and dancing. Johnny Castle. Okay, his girlfriend's name's Baby.
Yeah, Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, there you go.
How did I give that clue away for free? You read Mel. Can I say you read my mind during that instead? Which is you're not allowed to use that in games. It's with twin energy.
Well, you did this.
Yeah, but she physically she tapped into
there's
our Simba.
only-
Look,
Lion King.
we have
Oh, yeah, I
psychic,
guess so. Yeah, that's true.
we have psychic energy, and she
Yeah.
taps into it then, and that's cheating.
Just what you do.
That's true.
That's not what she's allowed
Okay,
to do.
cool. I think that was like what? 3-3.
Don't even
3-2.
count up. Come on.
3-2. I think
What
I
are you
won.
doing? What are you doing?
3-1.
Thank you.
Competition among actors.
Thank you.
6 months into graduating from drama school, I felt like I hit rock bottom. That's where the idea of Be Seen came from. The idea is for creatives and artists to be seen. So I want to create a community of like-minded individuals who will work together to collaborate and take each other to the next level. So if you're an artist, a creative, an actor, director, producer, and you want to be part of the Be Seen community, send us an email, leave a comment in the section below, and let's get connected.
Okay, to the serious stuff. Okay. What does competition look like between siblings? Before we go into it, between actors.
I'll start it first, right?
Yeah.
So
No, I'll start.
you know, you started this
There we
and
go.
Lucy had this brilliant idea to do. The subject was competition.
Yeah.
She went like this. Yeah, as if like, yeah, my idea.
It was Mel's idea, yeah.
My complete
Oh,
idea.
was it your idea?
Yeah. What had to happen there is when you did, I actually looked at Lucy thinking, oh, she's going to give some grace. And she went,
I didn't want to interrupt Mel.
you're clearly really passionate about it. And she was like, and I was like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
so that's what it
gonna
starts
interrupt
looking
you.
like. That's what sibling rivalry competition starts looking like.
I wanted to respect the interviewer, actually, Mel. So we'll talk about this
Well, we'll
later
talk about it at
in
home,
the
right?
car.
Yeah.
I don't know, competition between siblings. Me and Mel thought of this, but we did discuss it together.
Thank you for the credit.
When we were growing up, we had like a lot of competition. We also have 3 other sisters. So
Oh,
there's
wow.
5 of us,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
And we're the youngest.
Yeah. And 2 stepsisters extra.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
there was like
There's
loads
7.
of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was competition for like everything, resources, like going in the living room. Me and Mel used to eat our breakfast in the hallway. So we had competition like our entire lives. And then when we started thinking, what do we want to do as a career? We both picked drama and acting and writing, whatever, but acting.
Yeah.
So we went on to a drama school experience.
But can I say something?
Yeah.
Helen? I think with siblings and with anyone, I guess, there's an idea of like guarding something that's yours. So, for example, we both did a bit of art growing up and then Lucy started getting a bit better than me. So I stopped doing art because I was like, it's Lucy's thing. Even though I enjoyed it, because it's Lucy's thing. She was better than me. So I'm going to give that up, which is really interesting, I think.
Well,
And then, that's kind of like carving your own identity growing up. It's kind of what your thing.
So it was weird.
So it's weird to end up doing this, wanting to do the same thing /
wanting to do the same thing. And then so at the beginning of it, when we were like, oh, we want to be actors, it was quite it felt quite separate. But I think because we grew up in competition, maybe with other people and each other a tiny bit in elements, we learned to manage it a bit better now. So it's like, I think competition has evolved for us as a subject, growing into adults and growing into young actors as well. And like instating that sense of competition, like massively, that was a learning curve that exists in our life now as actors and how we manage it today.
Do you feel like growing up, being able to manage it as siblings has really helped you? Because I think that's the biggest thing that actors struggle with.
Yeah.
Is comparing yourself to other people who are successful, basically.
Big time. Yeah. So I speak about it a lot with like my friends and stuff like that. Because I mean, someone the other day said to me asked me to pass my information on to my agent. And they were like, oh, but would you want to be at the same agency as me? Because I'm like a young girl and I was like, why would I care about that? And she was like, because like she named someone that does care about their friends moving to the same agency. And they were like, oh, because more competition for the books. And I was like, mate, I was like, you're not my competition. I was like, you can look like I've got someone who looks exactly like me. Exactly like me. Who sounds the same.
That's why she said it as well.
Is good at the same stuff. And I went, and you know what? I can't mentally have Lucy as my competition. So it means I've got no competition. That's generally how I view it. So I always think when I go into audition, I haven't got any competition. If I don't get it, it's nothing to do with me or, nothing. I just wasn't right for it. And that's genuinely how I feel because I mentally can't. And I will tell you the truth about it, as I was speaking to Lucy about before, is that the amount of people that see us differently as well and casting directors that see us differently, even though we've got the same background, we look the same pretty much, same heritage, graduate
similar
experiences,
and
all of this. Yeah, we still get called in for same projects but different characters.
Yeah, it happened the other day. We both were going up for something and they saw Mel it's like a lesbian love story and they saw Mel as the love interest and me hopefully not cast together as the mates who
really, hopefully we both get it.
I really hope not cast together. Yeah, they saw us as the opposite roles even though we
look exactly
twins.
Yeah. You know what, this is why I did this, is because I've spoken to other grads and they have just different ways of seeing how to navigate the industry. And for me, obviously, I don't have a twin. So that was the hardest thing for me to get over, is seeing my friends who are like actually in a completely different casting bracket. I don't know why I'm even jealous, right? And genuinely being happy for them.
Yeah.
And it's like, it took everything in me to be happy for people. Not that I didn't want them to succeed.
No, I completely get what you mean.
Yeah. And it's like, because you've had to cultivate that. You've both had to cultivate that as the years have gone on. And it's been easier. It's been easier in the sense that you have each other there constantly. So you had to deal with it at some point. But for people who don't have that, what are some things that you both have done to be able to navigate through that space that's helped you think?
I think we always invite each other on to everything we do. So like we'll be like, oh, I'm writing this thing, oh, I'd write a part for you, or I'd be like, oh, can I have your opinion on this? So never hiding things. Like it creates this weird tension. Maybe in third year at drama school, like talk about showcasing, talk about agents, whatever.
Yeah, no one shared whether they got signed or not.
Yeah. So the hiding, it created this like weird mystical thing. And because we didn't hide anything from each other, it's like I just expect you to be happy for me or mild for me. I don't expect you to resent me for something. Or I go, yeah, you should get an audition too or something.
Yeah.
I think just not hiding everything, which is like the most toxic thing I think most people experience in third year at drama school. Like everyone starts hiding things. I mean, sometimes they're doing it to protect feelings because you can't, like, obviously me and Mel are talking about competition, but I definitely feel jealous of people sometimes, like 100%. I still feel jealous of people. But I don't know, like, so it's nice to like look after people's feelings, but just, I don't know, not gatekeeping all the experiences yourself and thinking that someone won't be able to handle it if you tell them you did well in something.
Yeah. But can they handle it though?
But this is my advice to people who want to build up that resilience of like jealousy, right? Is partly this is the sharing opportunities. Yeah. So if I see a casting bracket come up, and I do this all the time, I will literally, like the other day something came up, Marion Faithfull was the part. I didn't look like her at all. I was going in for an audition, but great fun. But I was like, I'm not going to get it. I know someone who does look like an actor that does, contacted that actor, you should audition for this. I'm telling you, because then it comes back to you.
Yeah, it's
what
true.
you do. And I do it all the time with writing too, because I write, send opportunities off to people. I'm technically in competition with these people, but but like I've told you before, it doesn't exist. The competition doesn't exist. It's in your head, really, because there's no one, you're never going to sit there with your twin against you, are you? And even that's not competition.
I can verify Mel always literally sends people auditions constantly.
All the time. I do it.
All her, like,
but it comes back to you.
opportunities,
So my advice is do that, because the more you do that, you'll become numb to it, that sense of competition, and people will start sending you things back too. You should do this or you should do this. It's just, and that kindness, and it makes you excited for people if they get a recall or whatever. Just practice it. Even if you're like, oh my God, I really need it. You don't really need it. You never really need it. Like, what will come to you if you work hard for it will come.
Yeah, that's so true, you know, because I think that's another reason why I started this podcast. Because the main bit of this is the director's cut, where actors come in and they get to work with the director that's in the industry. So actors that aren't getting work, aren't getting seen, get an opportunity to be seen. And I found that, like, when I started doing that, you're right, it does free you up emotionally to want to see somebody else succeed. And it kind of, you're right, it just comes back to you.
It always comes back to you. It's succeeding, And I like to see Lucy succeed.
Yeah, as a platform as well, this is great to like get people on, new grads on and talk.
Yeah.
And giving them an opportunity to talk about acting and make a network.
Yeah. What are some like unique challenges and advantages of when it comes to auditioning for roles as twins? What are some challenges or what are some advantages?
I can say an advantage, but I will shut up.
I don't know what you're going to say.
Yeah, I can say an advantage. Our agents get two sides of every story, and we amalgamate to get the full story.
Do you have the same agent?
No.
Okay.
But they recently are loving that one agent can go get. My agent was like, what has Melody's agent said about one project we were looking for?
Yeah.
So they would get the tea, and then my agent would get the tea, and then we
converge and get the whole story.
Yeah, so we get the entire story of what's happening in the casting room, but through each other.
We know if there's a problem, like, because my agent might be like, oh, yeah, the thing is, like, with this one, they're all over the shop here. You know, they're running out of time, and they're just trying to get people seen quick. And then Lucy will be like, okay, my agent said, like,
they've picked the boy,
but they're actually looking for the girl, so we'll make up the full story. So that's the advantage, I think. Yeah. What would you say?
I think weirdly it's advertisement. Like having a twin is free as advertisement for you.
Wait, what do you mean? How?
Because
you get around.
If Mel gets a job,
if
Mel gets a job and people see her face, obviously we've got differences. Like we've aged differently.
Yeah.
But they see her face, they'll be like, "Oh, is that Lucy or is that Mel or whatever?" They'll be like, "Oh, do you know the twins?" So like we're covering more ground. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in the industry, that's what I feel. And it's the same way. Growing up, it was the same way for friends. Like if Mel made a friend, then it was my friend. Like I didn't even have to meet them; they're my friend.
Yeah,
now.
Really?
Oh yeah, 100%. And I would talk to them like I know them.
Like you've known them as long as Mel's known them.
Yeah, because Mel would just give me a rundown of what happened, and now I know all those stories. And that was what we did when we were younger.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So weirdly, that's a massive advantage. I think just if you're in the same industry anyway, like because we're doing double the work.
Yeah.
And we're sending double the self tapes. I mean, obviously, if I thought Mel was a bad actor, I'd be like, please stop acting. I'd be like, because you're advertising.
I don't think you actually
me.
would.
No, because you're a good actor. So
wait, what?
Am I good? But yeah, so I think double the advertisement.
Have you both gotten to the last final rounds of the same project? No,
not in the final round. Not in.
Are you sure?
Not in the last two.
We
She got into LAMDA, and I got waiting list LAMDA. So you could say I was maybe her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you
could say that.
But like since you've graduated.
We do go up for, honestly, Marion, like Mel said, this proves there's not really much competition in the industry because even though we're twins, we go up for different things as well.
Yeah.
Like we get seen for different projects. Her agent already suggested her, they said no, my agent, and they accept me. Even though our agencies have like a similar reputation, so that's not the issue. Their reputation's quite similar.
Yeah.
So like I don't know, like we're not even though we're comparable genetically, even in the industry, and we're not being seen.
Don't get me wrong, though, we do go up for the same parts, but
not all the time.
Not all the time. That's what we're saying. It's surprising sometimes when we don't.
Yeah, you'll be like, oh, I've checked with my agent about that. They rejected me, and it's like, oh, that's so strange. Because,
and then, so we've got about 10 minutes left. So I want to know, like, why was it this particular topic that you wanted to talk about, in terms of like competition between actors?
First of all, it's a good visual, isn't it? Talking about competition and two twins being actors. That's what I thought first straight away. Also, like, what can you speak about uniquely?
Yeah.
I thought Mel did come up with it. Credit where credit's
Thank you very much,
I thought
Karczewski.
I thought when you said it, it was really like, I thought it was a pertinent topic because we're approaching a year of graduating.
Yeah.
And like, it's like, I want this and I want that after a year. Like, I want to be doing more.
Yeah,
and that fire
yeah.
like ignites so much more.
Yeah.
And you feel, I mean, I have, you feel some sense of competition with other people, or like you see someone's got this amazing play and you go watch it and a little part of you goes,
Yeah.
I wish it was me. So when you said it, I was like, oh, it reminded, when we had a walk and we talked about what potentially we talk about on this, I was like, oh yeah, I have to check in with those values of like, no one is my competition and we're all like actually a team, like genuinely. And like and that's why it was a great topic that you picked, because it was like, we learned that from such a young age that you can't be my competition because it was just going to hold both of us back. And also the times there was competition within acting, it was like really early. I got into like a youth group and Mel didn't. Well, she was really upset. That was the only time she's ever been upset. We've had to do with acting and upset competition thing.
Yeah.
But then the next year, Mel auditioned. I helped Mel audition and she did really well. And then from then on, it was great. But I don't know how that being upset.
I got in the next year.
Yeah, the next year.
That's what you mean, yeah.
I don't know how that being upset contributed or helped my experience or her experience. But when we were in it together, we went so much further.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was not. I thought when you suggested it, I thought, oh, that's so good for me to talk about now and think about now, because I am comparing myself to people as things are coming out, because people's stuff is coming out now, isn't it? Because some people was it filming during drama. Your face. Some people were filming during drama school or whatever, auditioning for something. Yeah,
it's hard, right? I'm not gonna lie to you, it's hard.
But as long as you work as hard as you can, like, I believe there's strands of fate. Like, and whatever. So there's like whatever. How hard you work amounts to what fate strand you get. So as long as you work to the peak each time, and you don't get it, then it wasn't meant for you.
Yeah.
As long, and it's nothing to do with the other person. Don't ever put it on the other person.
Yeah, don't gatekeep. Just try to be happy. Although it's hard.
It is hard. But you know what? Doing this and seeing and talking to directors and interviewing directors and asking them the questions of, okay, why do you pick people? What is it? And then the more you audition, you're like, okay, I get it. I think your head needs to eventually connect with your heart.
Yeah.
And the logic behind why you don't get a job isn't because you're not good. It's just the role isn't for you. And when that role is for you, it'll be great. know?
Yeah, I did some audition reading the other day, and I won't say what actor it was, but he did this amazing audition. They redirected him. He completely changed. It was like drama school porn. Like, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And he left the room, and they were like, he's not a loser enough. I don't think he's a loser enough. So, and the producer was like, we should maybe recall him because he was obviously good.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, he's not a loser enough.
This is a top actor. This is
like
who's
a top of the top.
This is like top of
actor
A-list.
that I watched, like I auditioned Red with.
Yeah.
And I was like, it means nothing. Like, you can't control things.
Yeah, you
can't. Casting
can't.
means nothing. You can't be like, oh, because I cut my hair this short, It doesn't mean anything. All you can do is go in the room and like don't compare experiences to anyone else, because there's no rhyme or reason, is there?
Yeah, there isn't. I could talk to you both for ages, but we're going to start to wrap it up. And I want to ask you if there's any, based on like competition among actors, is there a piece of advice that you would give listeners? Like one piece of advice that they can take away in order to manage those emotions that come up when there's that competition, or even anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be about managing emotions, but what's one bit of advice that's helped you eradicate that whole, not eradicate, but minimize that competition?
Well, I'm just thinking, I very quickly touched on it. So I've lost jobs just because of my disability. Like I've been given parts and things like that.
Do you want to quickly say what your disability is?
I have F&D, but not an epileptic attack disorder. And I would say this, like, and it has made me chill out big time.
Yeah.
It's not in your control. It's like I said about that strands of fate, work to your hardest, and then you know that you're happy in yourself, that you did everything you could do. It's not in your control. It's not. Things get taken away from you. It's not to do with the other person. It's never to do with who else is in the room against you.
Yeah.
As long as you work
hard.
So
just have that mindset of, as long as I work hard, just do your best and leave it on the table.
Yeah. We're here to do the work, I guess, not Sometimes you're there to book the room. Book the room, don't book the job anyway.
Yes.
Never try to book the job, book the room.
That's a really, I love when you say that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I impressed them, so it's fine. Like today I found out I didn't get a role in something this morning, but I was like, I did great. That's fine.
Yeah,
You did.
And they told me, they were like, you did, they said you did. And I was like, yeah, I know. I'm sure they'll think of me for the next thing.
yeah.
It's all right.
I love the confidence.
I,
got to.
And Lucy?
I thought of this quote, but I'm pretty sure I'm saying it wrong.
Okay.
Isn't it, ready? Isn't it envy is the thief of joy?
Where'd you get that from?
Is it envy or is it jealousy is the thief of joy?
I don't know. That was a good
You know
quote.
what? Even if it's not the correct quote, you've made up your own.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I'll take credit for that.
Yeah.
I took credit for the theme of this. I'll
Take credit for
that.
stuff.
Yeah, but it's the thief of joy, right? If that's
Yeah.
wrong, I'm just going to stand by it anyway. But yeah, so like,
Envy
is it
is a
just
thief of joy.
yeah, being jealous of people just like steals your entire happiness in this industry, and we have to be happy because more than 98% of our job isn't getting the job. So you actually just have to be like, sick, I'll come to the press night when you're in that play.
Yeah.
If you invite me.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah, so true.
Yeah, I think so.
Envy.
What would you say? I want to know what you say, Marion.
Oh, yeah.
What a way of navigating competition.
Yeah, at the end.
I think, and some people have said this already, is celebrate other people's wins. I think the more you celebrate other people's wins, the easier it is for you to like overcome it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up there. But before we go, how can people, if you would like to be followed, how can people follow you? How can people find you? Do you have anything that you're going to be in that we can come and see if it's NDA free, you know? Or should we just watch this space, you know?
I have something, but not
Maybe you can't say it.
can't say it really now. But I have something people can see me in later. But I don't.
So watch this space.
Watch the space.
Yeah.
But I also don't. I don't really go on social media.
I'm Melody the Twin on Twitter.
Okay,
But I don't really
no.
go on it. We're just Melody Karczewski. I'm Melody Karczewski on it.
So follow Mel for my updates. if you
Okay,
want them.
cool. And can you tell us like what network it's on?
It's just a play.
Oh, it's a play?
Yeah.
Can you tell us what
West
theatre
End.
it's in?
No, don't.
No? Okay, cool. A play somewhere in London.
Just watch Melody's stories.
watch Melody's
Eventually,
stories
it'll be
to
on
see
there.
what Lucy's going to be in. Thank you so much, both of you, for coming on the show. I really, really appreciate it. And I definitely know what you've said is going to help somebody either just about to graduate, has graduated, has siblings that are both in the same,
Yeah.
both actors.
Use each other.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good one.
Comes in handy.
Yeah.
Celebrate each other's wins. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everybody.